Hi friends, my name is Kumar, channel name is Kumar Exclusive. Yesterday someone wrote an email and previously also on H4EAD or maybe GC, I don't, maybe H4EAD woman wrote an email from Chicago, Illinois, and something similar like that. Client offers a full-time job, but the illegal middle vendors and the H1B Desi consultancies, so they don't give NOC. What to do next? So that is the topic of the video. Thanks for watching and like, comment, subscribe. So the email I consolidated or the emails, and I want to give you a different advice compared to for last 16 years. You have seen my H1B journey, right? H1B alert, my consultancy won't let me join client full-time job. That's a topic. So that's the email yesterday I received. And 99.99 H1B Indian consultancies here are worst fellows. But there are little percentage left, right? For them, namaskar, hats off for their honesty, genuine sincerity, hardworking, and following U.S.C, DOL, IRS rules. But rest of them are just MF. I don't want to use the bad word, but they are all MFs, the 99.99 guys. So they are like selling women in a prostitution centers in India. That kind of people these guys are. The truth bombs for H1Bs being threatened with fake legal notices, non-compete. So the emails I receive, I consolidated and I put it in a nutshell. Non-compete. Mostly it's a toilet paper in US courts. It doesn't work out, right? So it is all the consultancies are threatening F1 OPT, F1 CPT, and H4 EADs and H1Bs. It doesn't work out like that. So don't afraid of them. NOC from consultancy. Sir, my consultancy is not giving NOC. That's also a tissue paper, not legally required to transfer H1B. So never ever tell your employer or vendor where you are going for the next project, because in one particular client location, Stellantis, one of my Chaudhary sisters, I told her don't tell, but she told, see, not telling truth different, not telling the where you are going is a different, right? Telling lie is a different. So she told that lady, the vendor. Then the vendor called, suppose she's in a client A, Stellantis, and she told vendor B there. Vendor B called the client C, saying that my employee is coming to your place and you are also client to me. I don't let her release from this place. So then I went to, we sit next to each other. So then the Chaudhary sister is a US citizen. She's crying. Then I said, what the heck? You are a US citizen. You can simply quit the project. Just take a breakfast in company A, lunch in company B, and dinner in company C. That flexibility you have. And not only US citizens, green card holders also, and also H1Bs also. Indentured servitude, but catch hold of by these guys. But unless you have offer ready, you can go. But during that time, you have to stay calm. That's what this video is about. This is land of freedom. Unfortunately, Indian consultancies are holding the clutches, holding the another fellow Indian in their clutches, just because these fucking guys have green card or US citizenship, started a fucking Indian consultancies, INC or LLC. Just resume forward and take $60, $80 an hour from the consultancies or consultants or employees, just like TCS, Cognizant, whatever they are doing, consultancies are also doing the same. Take cut, right? Supply a woman in a prostitution center, take one-time money or hourly basis money. That's what these guys are doing. So I said, this is a land of freedom, and in the school, kids were trained in such a way, if your parents beat, call police, that kind of systems are here. But unfortunately, Indians molested this U.S. IT, and they are holding the Indians hostile, right? So in those circumstances, you have to tell a lie. You are going to India for emergency. If you don't tell this lie, if you tell truth, like you are leaving him from a consultancy to the client, then this guy he will threaten you with NOC, non-compete, all this stupid nonsense and fake legal threats, and also he or she doesn't release last 1 month or 2 months money. My friend worked in India government in India, CMC, when I was in the government, right? So he was working from CMC and storage engineer, storage and networking hardware, whatever. And he came here in Ohio. He moved to the client, and he told the consultant he did not release his last 2 pay stubs, and also that guy took H1B money also. I wrote reviews with my name itself. Currently I could not recollect their names. $15,000 he has to pay because he told the truth. He is going to the client. So Chicago case, the client called this stupid vendor. There is nothing called HR and all, one man show. So these two are again Chaudhary caste vendors. So the client wants this woman full time, but these two are threatened her lifetime. You have to work with us. So she can sue all these 3 or any one of it, or she can move to another client full time somewhere. Then she can apply this job here to avoid these people. So like that you can do it. And NOC from consultancy not legally required for H1B transfer. So you move to the client, let the client transfer H1B, get a receipt number and cleared premium, right? 10 business days. Stay calm, and you tell him you are going to India. Don't tell him that you are going to the client, but don't tell client that what you told the employer. Then just simply switch off phone, take a new number, and this employer will try to call you at your desk number whether you are there or not. So don't answer the phone, and his staff is already working there in the same client. He will try to send them to your desk to see you are there or not. So you manage that. Ultimately, don't tell him or the truth. Just say someone died in India, you are going to India emergency. That's it. Then he will release the last pay stub and ask experience letter for your future green card purpose, right? Then in case if he is not giving, don't meet Indian attorneys, meet an American attorney and pay $200 or $300, give them a legal notice, and then go to the next step if he doesn't release the money. Another Tamilian Indian friend, when I was working in 2016-17 JP Morgan Chase, he told, he was with the 3A Infotech, Edison, New Jersey. He told client offered full time and he paid $10,000 cash to Palni Subramanian there. He is also Tamilian. So in the 3A Infotech, so they took money because client offered full time job. So this is very common scenario. The consultancies demand $10,000 cash if you move to the client. So that is why this video will save you the $10,000. So don't ever tell that you are going to the client. Just simply tell a lie you are going to India. Then he will release the money, use that money and pay stub, give it to the client, then run the H1B transfer, then disconnect this fellow. Because these are all Mumbai prostitution red light area, women broker supplier company type, these consultancies are majority. So you got to be careful. And client wants to hire you, so they can, even if they see middleman cries. If client, like I told an example in Telugu video, you are a boy, you love a girl, but in India and here also Indian mentality, stupid Indian mentality, we are from upper caste, the girl is from lower caste, or vice versa. Still you decided, right, I want to marry her dad. If no marry, I will commit suicide. How you take that kind of decision? The client also want you to hire full time. All these fucking middlemen in between, they cry, they cannot do anything because it is a client demand, right? And consultancies threaten lawsuits. That's a bluff. 90% of the time, no, they cannot. And they hold salary. That's illegal. Report to Department of Labor. This is America, not India or Dubai, to hold your passport or to hold your salaries. That's not nice either. Doesn't work out here. H1B visa at risk? No. Because the gentleman asked me, only U.S.C control your visa, not some Desi vendors. Even if your employer is Amazon, Google or Microsoft or this fucking TCS, Americans called toilet cleaning services, or fucking Desi consultancies, they cannot cancel your visa. Only U.S.CIS, right? U.S. government has authority to cancel your H1B work permit. Visa is a travel document. All these middlemen can only tell Mr. Subbarao, I fired him, and send an email or mail to them saying that please cancel his H1B. That's it. That is the only least fucking thing they can do. Another additional point to you, in case your green card is in the process, same thing, they will labor and I-140 is approved, they will tell the U.S.C to withdraw. But from my research I found I-140 is valid for next 10 years. Even if you go to India and come back, still that I-140 will not die. You will say withdraw, but the new employer has to file again GC labor with the old I-140 number priority date. So priority date won't change because already approved, right? That they it's not called porting. Some they misuse the term called port. So that I-140 number, and they will use it. In case your employer is not giving H1B copy, GC labor or I-140 copy, Freedom of Information Act you can apply. 3A Infotech Edison, New Jersey, their attorney's office I went one time. But all are Indian ladies, most of them Telugu. They saying, Kumar came, don't go use GC papers. And I said, this is not Middle East or Dubai, how can you hold hostile? So that is what Indian attorneys are doing here. They hold the green card papers of the H1Bs. So that is how, in that case, in those circumstances, apply for Freedom of Information Act. Then U.S.C will give you a big CD or whatever your employer has submitted all the documents to U.S.C, they will give a copy. Except the client to employer, prime vendor, in between how much they are paying, except that they will give every detail. Okay, next, file H1B transfer. Don't resign until the new employer H1B transfer is smooth. So don't argue emotionally. One time I was traveling, driving. Generally I carry camera next to my car in the seat or SUV. I forgot to on, or I didn't carry that day. Maryland to Ohio, or Maryland project also, sometime Maryland to New York I was driving. That time also one Tamilian Indian is shouting at me, vendor. Vendors always disrespect these consultants or contractors. So they get money because of the contractor, but they have no respect. One time Preeti audition, she told she will sue me, it seems. Fucking lady called me when I was working in government client in Maryland, then Tamilian Indian. That Preeti, I don't know which state, that fucking lady. And they are all vendors, illegal middle vendors scolded me. And this guy, one time Michigan, one guy is from Kampu caste, wife Chaudhary caste. I have to tell the caste names for people to understand. She was shouting at me for asking salaries on email. Then the vendor wants, okay, then I didn't record. And another friend told, same, Stellantis client, vendor Way2Soft, and next vendor, Michigan guy, Ramesh Babu Peddeti, and Spade Business Solutions. He doesn't pay salaries to his H1B, it seems. But one of the guy called me, and the vendor wants to transfer H1B, Way2Soft. And Way2Soft pay $11,000 to $12,000 to this guy, and this guy pay $5,000 to their employees. They want to do this transfer because he is not paying salaries, right? Then he is suing. He said in email he will sue the Way2Soft. But Way2Soft told, their attorney told, it's a 1 year agreement over, it's null and void. But yesterday email that gentleman told it's 2 years agreement with the consultancy. That's also bogus. What is this fucking agreement, man? We are not born slaves to write an agreement. Lifetime I work or 2 years I work. Anytime you don't want, you can quit. Anybody has that right? Even some H1Bs from Indian outsourcing companies, TCS and other companies, they told me earlier, sir, we wrote a bond in India. We have to go back to India and hand over the laptop and resign and come back if you want to change H1B. That nahi chalta. That doesn't work out. Writing bond is illegal on this planet. It doesn't matter whether it's fucking India or fucking America. It doesn't work out like that. It doesn't work out. Bond is illegal. Writing a bond is illegal. So they are inhuman fellows. Only ask the slave, right? So then that is what, and it's okay. I use the FUCK word. Don't mind. So pay $200 to real U.S. attorney and not some Indian immigration expert uncles, right? Desi uncles. That guy, it is soft, right? So, but Videosoft is offering $4,000 to this H1B, where that guy is getting $5,000 from that middle vendor. So that's how these are. If the hiring manager is honest, he will try to negotiate, ask them to do something. If he is a bad or corrupt, they both will have under the table agreement. So that's how these things are taking place. And don't resign, don't tell them. If you are excited, go to your room and say, dance, yeah, I got new offer, I got client full time, but don't tell your current employer or existing employer. And always when you move from job A to job B, don't tell anyone at the job A location. You simply tell them a lie, because if you tell the truth, they will again call job B location and screw up that this thing. That is the reason I am telling you, don't tell them. When US clients offers full-time positions to H1B contractors, many Desi vendors and petitioning consultancies illegally demand $10,000 in cash for issuing so-called NOC, blocking the transfer unless paid. This is what consultancies are doing, and they are investing in politics in India, Andhra Pradesh or whatever the state, whatever the caste they belong. Easy money. They are stealing employees' money. That's why I come to know 2 of my ex-employers are bedridden. One got the back of surgery, gone his back. Another got, I don't know the disease, but he's also bedridden. So karma is boomerang. I don't know where is God, but they will see instant reaction if you eat somebody's money, salary is not paid, if you steal someone's hard-earned money or whatever. Instant, man. So it is H1B threatened, rights are now. And the client offered, blocked, then Desi Consultancy scam exposed. That is last 60 years I've been seeing this. And Maryland, I personally experienced 7 layers, one Hindu converted Christian recruiter operating one consultancy. He ran away with 1.5 month money. And what do you do? Again, you have to hire a money attorney, right? For that you don't have money. But in this case, you might have some money, then $200 is not a problem. Then my June 2018 salary is still with that Prebia or Decent company. And 7 layers they formed, wife company, girlfriend company, something like that they keep. And Snapping is the prime vendor. Inserted is a Tamilian friend. He inserted his Telugu friend. And one Setbalji caste guy married, eloped with one Brahmin woman in my hometown. That guy unfortunately became employer there. He ran away with 6 months salaries. He didn't pay at all. And he also gave fake W2. Then I paid fine to the IRS, whatever he gave. So these are the things. Based on my experience, I am telling you, if you sense that employer is bad, immediately go for H1B transfer. But 2016 and 17, H1B extension, RFE, request for evidence. So that time I locked with the corrupt Chaudhary caste hiring manager and illegal Indian Chaudhary hiring layers. That's really screwed up and messed up. Only option is to exit US, because your immigration status is tied up, right? So those kind of critical scenarios I've faced. Based on that, I'm giving advice to fellow H1B brothers or sisters, victims there, F1OPTs out there or H4EADs. I empathize, I understand, I have empathy and humanity. That's why I'm giving this free advice to save their lives or money. In spite of it, M9, maybe I don't know, Chaudhary caste or which caste, which fucking caste, I don't know. That Akhil wrote in a post, Kumar is anti-F1, anti-H1B, anti-India, anti-Indians, like that. So this is how Indians are targeting me, because I'm speaking the truth. Because I'm trying to help Indians and also honest Americans, honest Indians out there. So like, comment, subscribe, and these are the things I told in Telugu video. And let me tell you what exactly that money, sorry, what do you call, the comments on the Telugu video. Very good comments I received on the Telugu one. Just now I placed it. Anna, can you make a video on concurrent H1B, Tiger of U.S.C. and last month paycheck held consultancies? Your opinion adds off. 100% sure sir. మీ వీడియో చూసి దేశీ ఎంప్లాయర్స్కి హార్ట్ అటాక్ రావాలి, హ్యాట్స్ ఆఫ్. If Desi employers watch my videos, they should get heart attack, is what someone wrote. Golden words master, and someone wrote SCL Global Systems, Gadde, Durga, iTech, US, Avantech, some company names I wrote. And great content, I'm pretty sure will connect your videos who face the fraud from Desi employers. This is very sad reality, but not acceptable. So these are the things I told in that video. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will come back with the next topic in the next video. See you again. Until then, goodbye, good luck. Like I said, don't tell the truth when you are leaving from job A to job B, and when you are moving from consultancy A to consultancy B, or consultancy A to some client B. So don't ever tell the truth. If you tell the truth, that guy will hold your what do you call, last month salaries. Generally Indian consultancies here, they do not release last month or last 2 months salaries. They eat. I also experienced. See you again in the next video. Until then, goodbye. Thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe.